also have a safe place to be after school. So because of the work that we do, we spend a lot of time teaching our kids about the importance of making good decisions and for taking responsibility. So I thought it would be fitting for us to talk about the importance of a community making good decisions and taking responsibility for our kids. I think everybody understands how complicated and complex it is to deliver an excellent education to every one of the kids in Charleston County. Getting an excellent teacher in every classroom, getting an excellent principal in every building, picking the right curriculum, making it challenging enough but not too challenging. Those were all really complicated. But there are things that are much simpler, and to me one of the simple things is that we have to make sure that our kids have a safe and an adequate place to be going to school every day. And to me, I think of the line of the Wings Creed that our kids say every day, where they say the choices I make should be what's best. What happens is on me. And that's our way of reminding kids every day the importance of making good decisions and also for taking personal responsibility. And to me, our community needs to make the right choice as they head to election day. And they need to take responsibility for our kids to make sure that they've got a safe and an adequate place to be for today, but also for the future. So to me, the choice is really, really, really simple to solve this challenge of school buildings and school facilities. And that is, we've got to vote yes for the school referendum so that we've got the funds we need to do what I think everybody knows needs to be done for our kids. So those are my comments, and Dwayne, you want to follow on and make your thoughts?
Thank you, Jenny. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to make my comments very brief and to the point. My name is Dwayne Green. I'm here on behalf of Charleston Promise Neighborhoods. Voting for the 1-cent tax referendums helps kids and it helps schools. And I'll repeat that. Voting for the 1-cent referendum helps kids and it helps schools. And Charleston Promise Neighborhood is behind it for that reason. We're in a very anti-tax environment, but the question isn't about tax or no tax. It's about sales tax across a broad pool of folks supporting schools, or property tax for less schools among less folks. And if we want to do the greatest good for the kids in this community, studies have shown that kids do better when they're in excellent facilities as opposed to poor facilities. And we deserve it, or the children deserve, and we deserve to let all kids have equal, safe facilities. So it's my hope that people will look at the benefit from voting in favor of this tax referendum and will do what's right by the children of Charleston County and vote yes in favor of the 1-cent tax referendum.
Good afternoon. My name is Bill Stanfield. I'm the CEO of the Metanoia Community Development Corporation. We invest in neighborhood assets right here in this community to build leaders, establish quality housing, generate economic development. There's been a lot of well-documented reporting in the paper about the seismic risks at some of our schools. The school behind us is not waiting on an earthquake. If you come here when it rains, you'll find several classrooms leaking water. The auditorium, which is one of the more historic rooms in all of North Charleston, leaks when it rains. And this is the kind of situation that we have our kids trying to learn in every day. In 2006, the school board thought about closing the school, and members of the community collected a 1,500 petition signature to keep this school open and hopefully get it rebuilt. And the new school is slated as part of the new development plan that will come as a part of the half-cent sales tax. And so, for my mind, we're left with paying a little bit more for the things that we need so that kids won't have to have rain on them when it rains. And that's fundamentally what this is about. this school is a prime example of a place where kids are learning, where great things are happening, of an asset in the community that with investment can really bring positive community change. And so we urge folks to vote yes for this referendum so that not just the kids in this school, but all of the children in all of our schools will have a better chance of success. Thank you.
Hello, I'm John Nance. I'm on the Board of Communities and Schools, and I represent our president, Jane Riley, and also our full board, who's unanimously in favor of this 1 cent sales tax increase. Communities and Schools is an organization that actually puts student service representatives in our schools, and we help at-risk kids stay in school and prepare for life. We know that it is a lot easier to help our kids in good schools, where the kids and the parents don't have to worry about the structural stability of the schools that they're in, and for that reason we support this. We in Charleston did not ask to be in an earthquake-prone area the same way we didn't ask to be hit by Hurricane Hugo. You know, things just happen, and I don't think we're able to take a chance at the safety of our kids, and that's what this is all about. So I'm not sure who said it, but I think it was a pretty smart man that said, if not us, who, and if not now, when. So I really think that we all should get behind this 1% sales tax and not forget that it's not just about building or rebuilding or helping these schools structurally support an earthquake, but we also are upgrading technology in 13 additional schools or 13 additional areas, which we all should be in favor of because of where our children are now in technology as compared to maybe some other countries. So that's very important too, and that's something that we don't need to lose track of. So thank you very much.
Any questions from anybody? Or any aspects of this that anyone would like us to address? I guess in closing, I do want to mention, I thought it was ironic that this week we were doing a lot of work this week at Wings, designing some ways to teach kids the skill of delayed gratification, and you know, making some decisions to do things that may not feel good instantly, but that it's worth it, like working on what they eat for lunch every day. And I think from a community's perspective, voting for this tax referendum is voting really for something that is delayed gratification, because it takes the kind of commitment that, yeah, it does cost us something. I mean, if I go to the movies tonight, if this referendum passes, I'm going to have to pay another 8 cents. You know, I don't particularly like that, but it sure is worth making sure that kids have a good place to be after school, because I know if they do, they're going to have a much better chance at being successful in school, and then they'll be happy and successful, they'll have a job, and you know, our community becomes a better and better and better place for all of us. So again, I think not only those of us who are here today, but there are other youth organizations listed in the press release that have come together to strongly endorse our community making the right choice on election day and voting yes for this referendum and yes for the vote. So thank you very much for being here and visiting Shakura and the neighborhood and like that. Thanks so much.
We can go inside now.